What is up? We are in the process of making the ultimate home YouTube studio, taking this regular spare bedroom and turning it into a place where we can shoot and edit awesome videos. We can use it to work from home during the week, and we can keep all of our expensive gear away from our kids, who I could swear enjoy destroying things. And actually, yeah, that checks out. Destroying things is awesome. I'm not gonna fault them for that. Okay, our goal is to make this room a fully functioning studio where we come in and we essentially flip a switch and hit record. We also have a habit of making every DIY mistake in the book, and there's a good likelihood I'm gonna fall through this ceiling like Christmas Vacation, so don't miss a single episode. And with that, we're gonna go into the ceiling and start putting some lights together. I'm gonna take the little ZVE10, but we're gonna have to fix some kind of light to it, and then I think I'm gonna put the microphone on the bottom. I feel like this is like a Ghostbuster camera. Look at this. This is all kinds of ridiculous, but I'm kind of a fan. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go up into the ceiling, look at where the current light in the middle of the room is, get an idea of the layout of the joists, and then come in here and mark out where we're cutting holes for our lights. And I'll explain what lights we're using in just a sec, but for now, let's get this light on. Gosh, it is hot up there. Oh, that's bright. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this today? It is so hot. Our insulation here is actually pretty good, so I can't see much of anything. I just need to kind of dig through the itchy snow. So, yeah. This, I think right there, is our light. This is awkward. Now I've got a couple different options. With this piece of wood, I can either take it out from up here with a crowbar, and it's gonna be some work and I might push through the drywall from the top, or I can hit it from below and try and knock it up out of the way. Got it pushed out of the way. So now I'm going to find the studs from here, measure out, and figure out where I'm gonna put my lights. But first, let me tell you about these lights. So to explain to you what this is kind of supposed to look like, I want to take you into my garage, because we just put up some lights like this, just like last year. Here we go. This is our garage. I know it doesn't look like a garage, but these lights up here are really what make this place look so bright and so clean and so nice. We want this same thing in the studio upstairs. Okay, so let's talk lighting for a minute. There are three main things you need to think about when you're picking recessed lighting for your space. There's color temperature, brightness, and beam angle. So with color temperature, there are three main colors you'll run into, with a few more on the outskirts. There's 3000 Kelvin, which is a warm light. There's 4000 Kelvin, which is a middle temperature, and 5000 Kelvin, or daylight, which is what I'm using here. The next big thing is brightness. Now, I'd always suggest you buy dimmable lights and install a dimmer, because it allows you to overshoot the brightness a bit and bring it to exactly your desired level. So generally, living rooms and bedrooms need to be about 10 to 20 lumens of light per square foot of room. So that means a 10 by 10 bedroom or 100 square feet would need at least 1000 lumens just to see anything. Now, offices are usually lit a little bit more, around 30 or 40 lumens per square foot, but I also want this place to be as bright as it can possibly be and dim it from there. Check out how bright these are.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
So I'm gonna light my room like it's a workshop or a kitchen, and that means that I need 80 lumens per square foot. We're gonna put in 9, and we're gonna lay them out in a 3x3 pattern. The next most important thing is beam angle. You wanna make sure that you're spacing them correctly so you don't have massive hot spots on the floor because they're too close, or hot spots on the wall because they're too close to the wall. Now, the math for this thing can be a bit confusing, and you need to visualize kind of like a right triangle under the light and solve for the base leg. But in a regular bedroom like this, you'll have plenty of overlap with lights like this that are 100 degrees. You really don't have to worry about it. If you do have taller ceilings, I'll put a link below for a website where you can use a calculator to figure that out. So I've got 9 lights, 1125 lumens each, being spaced equidistantly between the joists, all running off a dimmer. Cue the installation montage. Okay, so these hole cutting tool things that cut the drywall, but also hold in all the drywall dust to fall out. They are amazing. They're like 15 bucks at Lowe's. Link in the description below. Here is what one light does. That's actually a pretty good amount for one light. This place is going to be bright. So need to wire off that one into the next, daisy chain them all up, and I will be even more glowing than I am right now. Let's just pretend I didn't do that. It's between you and me. Okay, bye. We got all the wires up in the ceiling, and as you can tell on the camera, there's just fiberglass floating everywhere, just in our lungs. It's definitely a time we should wear masks. So the paint around that one is still drying, but check out how bright these are.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
It's perfect.
It's overdone.
It's not overdone.
It's perfectly overdone, just like you.
I don't know how to take that. Okay.
Lighting is now in, and it's looking really pretty great in here.
It is.
I'm just getting excited about
cool.
this. Okay, but this part is the icing on the cake. Now, if you're trying to control the lighting in a home studio, your biggest problem is gonna be this natural lighting.
Yeah, it is just really harsh, but we have a remote to close our windows. I am geeking out over this.
Okay,
It's
hold
so
on
cool.
a minute.
I'm sorry.
Let
Okay,
us
go.
lower our super fancy blinds so you can actually see us on this video. Okay, but we'll tell you about these blinds. So what you really need to control that lighting is some great blackout blinds, right? Now, you can order some on Amazon, you can find some there, find some at your local store, maybe some combination of wood blinds and curtains, or even a cheap roller shade from the hardware store. But if you really want to make your studio stand out and be the ultimate home YouTube studio and actually have control over the lighting completely, then look no further than our new favorite company, Smartwings. Now, this video is sponsored by Smartwings, so we'll tell you that to start. We're excited about that, but also we wouldn't tell you how great these were unless we were truly impressed. And
Yeah.
we are. Like, these blackout blinds are amazing. I'm actually in love with them.
They really are. We're talking about putting them in our whole house, but they're incredible. The info is in the description below if you want to order your own. But these things are custom made to the size, the style, the fit of your room. They can go outside of the window, inside of the window well. They block out light and even some sound. You can customize the fabric, you can customize
Literally
the color,
anything.
the size, the motor type, the valence, color. Like, it's crazy. You can do anything with these things. You can even opt for the solar panels like we did, so you never have to plug them in. They just work forever. The sky's the limit. It's crazy. We also installed both of these in less than 20 minutes, like genuinely less than 20 minutes. And we spent a lot of that screwing around, not reading the instructions. But the best part is it's all controlled through the remote control that comes with it, or you can hook them up to Apple Home and you can control them with your voice. So you can use a speaker or just your phone and say, "Hey Siri, work mode." Check it out. It controls the lights. It also will control these and open them up to 25%. It's so, so cool.
Yeah.
Now the other thing that you can do is say, "Hey Siri, romance mode."
Are you kidding me? You actually programmed this? No!
Yes, seriously, romance mode. I'm gonna leave it in this mode. We're just gonna have to work through this awkwardness. But seriously, Smartwings, incredible, incredible blinds. It has changed the whole room. We've had like 20 of our friends that we have drug up here to be like, check it out, I can control my blinds with my voice. It's the coolest thing in the world. So let's pull this all together and see how this all works together with voice control when we put in our studio lights also and finish off our lighting. Okay, so we got our lights on the ceiling in, and I'm gonna tell you in a second why we put in so dang many of them. First, let's talk about what we're working with as far as video lighting. We're rocking the Amaran 100X bicolor light that puts out an incredible amount of light. It barely makes any noise, and it's a super compact light package that's so affordable. Attached to it is an Aputure mini dome softbox. It does a great job softening the light without taking up half the room in a tight space like this. Lastly, we have a practical light in the background. The lamp itself is a Aputure floor lamp from IKEA, and the magic happens with the bulb that's in it. It's the Aputure B7C bulb that runs on a battery, and it puts out any color of light that you want using the Sidus Link app, which also works with the Keylight. Running all those into Apple HomeKit and making it voice activated is a set of Leviton smart switches and a set of Leviton Wi-Fi dimmers, one for the main room and one for the gear closet. We've got the outside light that we can block out completely. I just set up a camera here. Basically, we want to make it so you can have this stuff set up, just really quickly get going and shoot a video. So we've got these things where they need to go. We just say, hey Siri, shoot a video. All of a sudden, everything flips into where it should be. Everything starts to look nice. These windows are gonna close by themselves. And then we sit down and we look at the screen. And this is really what we wanna have. We wanna be able to sit down and just do things the right way. Now, I told you, the ceiling lights, I put in way too many of them. When people come in, they're like, why are there 9 on the ceiling? Well, here's why. Because I want to drop them down really low and not have to set up a hair light behind me. You can see there's a pretty good kind of differentiation between my hair and the background, and I don't want to set up a light every single time I do this. So it's way easier to just have a good coverage of light everywhere in the room that you can drop down to really low so there's always a hair light ready to go. So that's really what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to get it to where you can sit down, you can say a couple words, and everything just does what it's supposed to do. So on the next episode, we're gonna set up this backdrop wall here and do a cool pegboard that we can move things around with. But for now, we've got it set up. We can do pretty simple videos and it's gonna look pretty good. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you Smartwings for giving us the coolest accessory I didn't know I needed, and you probably didn't know you needed either, but go down below and buy some because they're incredible. We will see you guys in the next episode.